The Chicago Bears
drafted a punter.
Love it.
Tory Taylor.
Yeah, I mean they're still a good team.
Need to say more, but now going through Chicago's draft, Caleb Williams at the number 1 spot. We already know. Rome Odunze, good pick. Kyron at 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗲𝘀𝗀.
You got this.
Yale.
You should have let me say that name.
Nah, bro. Tory Taylor, Iowa, punter, and Austin Booker, edge. Now, they didn't have a lot of draft capital, only having 5 picks in this draft, so they had to pick on what they could, but I don't think those last 3 picks they could have utilized in so many other places. Their draft needs were also defensive interior, offensive lineman, and linebacker, and they picked up only one thing that they needed, which was quarterback. Oh, quarterback was on their list that they absolutely needed.
Although they might be bringing back 𝗕𝙂𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗏 as well. So
wide receiver was, I guess, I kind of look at their situation similar to the Jaguars a little bit. You might be overkill. Let your guys give a little bit of a upgrade, but for what they needed, how young that they're trying to get, I think a B grade just by the first 2 picks are heavily favored because I was teetering on the brink of a C.
Same.
I really was, but those first 2 picks are some heavy hitters for them.
Oh yeah,
so mine is more like a B minus. I'm sure like all of us are more like a B minus across the board. Actually, let me see. Don actually gave him a B plus. So, but yeah, what's our thoughts on this, man?
I don't like taking a punter in the 4th round. I don't care how much UC got in Iowa. I'm sorry, Tory Taylor. He ain't no 4th rounder in my books. If they did it with the 5th round, after he took a positional need they needed, like interior alignment, like lineman for the defensive line, or go out and add a different tackle there, I would be like, okay, that's more like a B plus. But the punter in the 4th round hurts. You nailed it basically. They nailed the first 2 picks, and the last 3 really wasn't it. Yes, you added depth at tackle, but I wish, if anything, they would have went a receiver with the round 3 pick and go actual offensive lineman with round 1 pick 9 as well. But I'm not gonna really like tick them down because of that, because they did get a good receiver in Rome Odunze. But it's just like round 3, 4, and 5 are what's making me like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't mind so much the 3rd round pick just because it was a position of need. They did need a right guard.
There wasn't a lot of tackles there either, so
yeah. Well, I think he played tackle and guard, so they're probably going to move him around a bit. But I mean, it's, yes, getting the punter is a bit confusing, but I mean, at the end of the day, they had 5 picks to work with, and really they got their guy in Caleb Williams. They got him a young weapon to go with him. Both of these guys 5th-year options. Their plan is going to be keep them both in Chicago for their entire careers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you got 2 premier, actually probably 3.
With their last pick, Austin Booker, I mean, it's meh, but I mean, it is some help on the defensive line,
which is a need.
And he was the next best available edge right there. And I think that's where kind of like my grade went from a C to a B, because it's like, okay, you've taken care of 4 needs on your offense, 2 heavy hitters in the first one. How can I really say that this was a middle of the road draft when if Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze turn out to be the way that they are, especially how well that they played, I can't really go into this saying that was a C draft. The most I can do is a B minus, and that was kind of my thinking on this. Tory Taylor, I mean, if he ends up being a Hall of Fame punter down the road, then hindsight's 20/20. But I mean, he was punting the ball a lot last year, so that's the other side of it. But yeah, I agree with you, Dana. I'm not shrugging my shoulders at any special teamer unless they have set multiple records in college, and it's like you can't miss on this. I'm definitely not doing it on the punter. Shout out to my dad. I apologize, sir. No, and punters need love too, but I think kickers, because they put up points, are I would probably bat an eye at in the 4th round. But
that still make me like scratch my head even today. It's like, why take a punter there when you have more positional needs and you can go out and sign a like good punter to do your job in free agency, get an undrafted free agent, or go out and sign a veteran free agent.
It's okay. The Packers are going to get used to losing here for a long time.
That's
even your Avalanche here pretty soon. So
that's some funny jokes you're laying down right now. I'm just saying.